for Ohio State basketball. The Buckeyes are preparing for battle, and you're preparing to listen to them. Equally important, this is Fan Warmup.
The Fan Warmup Show is presented by the Ohio State University Army ROTC. Buckeyes lead the way.
Happy College Basketball Friday, everybody. Brandon B. and Patrick Murphy. We got Reimer behind the glass. We're going to be joined in a few minutes over in the lovely, the beautiful Piscataway, New Jersey, by Ron Stokes. He's coming up momentarily. Patrick, happy College Basketball Friday to you. What are you expecting tonight? It's not the first Big Ten game of the season. We had two in mid-December.
But
it's the first of the real Big Ten games that get underway. A single step tonight for Ohio State in their journey of what we are hoping ultimately ends with them being an NCAA tournament team.
Yeah, I think, look, this is an opportunity. You're going on the road. You are the favorite, as you pointed out to me before we started this, which doesn't happen a lot in the Big Ten for teams going on the road. So it's an opportunity to go get an important win, be 2-0 on the road in the Big Ten and move your overall record to 2-1, which I think is important, trying to stay ahead of sort of the game there. And you've had some time off. We talked about
10 days.
Yeah, we've talked about it with football, rest versus rust. Hopefully they use it to, get some things cleaned up, and come out firing because, like I said, this is a chance for you to build on something here. I think, the Illinois loss was disappointing. You bounce back a little bit.
Yeah, but you also straight up lost that game. Like Illinois was the better team that evening at the shot. They just were. Yeah,
and that's a really good Illinois team, but you're going to run into really good teams in the Big Ten pretty regularly. So when you don't, got to take advantage.
Yeah, you do. And again, the other losses for Ohio State so far on the resume, if you're just tuning in to Buckeye basketball for the first time all year, or you forgot what had happened in the last 10 days, because I understand it. I get it. The last time out for Ohio State, 89-63 victory against Grambling. That was a couple of days before Christmas. That was a matinee, like a midday game. It's kind of a weird situation, right? But you wanted to make sure that you put your authority on that game, and you did. 89-63 was the final score in that one. You lost to North Carolina by 1 point. You lost to Pitt on the road Black Friday by 1 point. And those are tough, right? Like those are your three losses. Going over the resume for Rutgers, it's a little bit more rocky. 7-6 are Rutgers. They are 0-2 in the Big Ten so far. They have a really bad loss at home to Central Connecticut. The other teams that they've lost to, you lost to Tennessee. Okay, I know that Ohio State lost in the super secret, not so secret scrimmage a little bit earlier on in the preseason to Tennessee as well. That's a really good team that they got. They also did have a 5-point loss at home against Notre Dame. That's a common opponent. Ohio State beat Notre Dame earlier on in the non-conference, and then it was a little bit tough of December for them. At home against Purdue, it's a very tough team to play and win against. Got beat 81-65, and then got smoked by Michigan by 40 points, but they're doing that to just about everybody right now, so I think there's no shame in that. And then got beat up pretty bad against Seton Hall. They did win their last two games against Penn, a 1-point victory against Penn, 70-69, and then a 15-point win against Delaware State. But yeah, I think the message is pretty clear, Patrick. I know that we were just talking about it on the Buckeye Show. We have seen these slides in January, and the story last year for this Ohio State team was close losses in the month of January and February. You go on the road, you do your business, you get in, you get out of the rack with a victory. That is mission number one tonight for this Ohio State team.
Right, absolutely. And as you're kind of reading off those results there, because I knew Rutgers hadn't been great, it's even more of an opportunity, I think, as you said some of those. I think this team obviously will go as far as Bruce Thornton carries them. But I want to see more of those other guys. We've talked about it a couple times after games. And I think, the Devin Royals, the John Mobleys, the guys that have been there and done that on the road in the Big Ten, I think they need to help Bruce lead the way. But then like a Christoph Tilley, this is a guy who they were really excited about. Can we get more of that from this guy, in your front court? What does it look like, the spot next to him between Amari Bynum and
Brandon
Knoll. So, I think you've had some time to iron some stuff out, as I said, and I think this is a good way to kind of re-enter Big Ten play. It's a tough, you got to go on the road, so that's tough. but playing a team that you should have some success against.
Yeah, I agree. And I think for the first time all season long, you kind of saw all three guys, your main three guys in Devin Arroyo, John Mobley Jr., and Bruce Thornton, get going against Grambling. I know it's been a long break. It's been 10 days since we've last seen this team in action. I think that was a good way to go into the break because there was a point in time where there was like 3 minutes of gameplay where those guys were just passing the ball around, and it looked awesome. So if they can continue that tonight against Rutgers, that'll be a good situation for them. Speaking of Rutgers, let's head out to lovely Piscataway and check in with our great friend Ron Stokes.
You've been listening to Fan Warmup.
The Fan Warmup Show is presented by the
I don't think that was the right thing, Reimer, but we've got another entry for Ron. Doesn't matter. We're going out. I can't do the big voice, Ron, but thanks for the time. We always appreciate it. Hopefully